you heard anything about Eazy being in the hospital? I was like, no, why? She was like, my friend just told me it's a rumor here in the hospital with AIDS. I was like, what? I can just remember the meeting really not going that good because it was real tense. Nobody knew who Tamika was. We was real young, biased. It was hard at the time for me to understand anything that Busy was talking about because it was like you was barely around. So I didn't understand none of your gripes.
When I was down,
As you're riding this train of success, and I mean, your dreams are coming to fruition and all of that, Easy dies.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask personally, how did that affect you?
Man, it was crazy, man. Cause I just remember like stuff at the end getting like real, you know what I'm saying? Like before he died, it getting like real strange. Like in the middle of us doing that album, he stopped coming around. You know what I'm saying? And this was like almost like when we had done like maybe 5, 6 songs to the album, and he was supposed to be on Mr. Bill Collector. He had a verse for Mr. Bill Collector and everything, but he never got a chance to lay it down because like he stopped coming to the studio, and nobody would tell us like where he was. You know what I'm saying? So it was we was like it was just real strange, and then we got a call to go to the office one day, and it was it was an attorney up there named Ron Sweeney. He was up there, and like these people was talking to us. Like we ain't never seen these people before in our life, and they talking to us like, yeah, this what's gonna happen. Da, 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 da. We like, man, who the fuck these people is? Like, we ain't even seen Tamika at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like we like, and they got checks for us. I think the checks was like 150,000 or something like that back. You know
A piece or for all of y'all?
No, a piece.
Okay. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we like, you know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna da 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 da, and then I'm like, it was just strange. So like we was hesitant. I don't even think we took the checks then. I think we took them later, but like we was just confused as to what was going on. And so when we did get the little advance money, we moved back to Cleveland, not knowing, still ain't heard nothing from Eazy since the time we was doing the album, finished the album. Now we going back to Cleveland now. You know what I'm saying? So, I come back, I get back to Cleveland. I done set up. I done got like a little spot to live here. I done get all this time. We ain't heard nothing from like the label ain't telling us nothing. We in Cleveland just like we selling ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
And this is after East 99.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. After we recorded it,
After
it hadn't came out yet.
Okay.
So I'm sitting at home one. No. The person I was with at the time, she was like, she asked me when I came home from the studio. She asked me, she was like, you heard anything about Eazy being in the hospital? I was like, no, why? She was like, my friend just told me it's a rumor here in the hospital with AIDS. I was like, what? I was like, no, I ain't heard no shit like that. No. So like a few days, like I think like 2 days went by. I'm sitting up watching TV on MTV News, bro. The shit comes on the news.
Kurt Loder.
Yeah, on MTV News. I'm like, son, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, phone get to blowing up, everybody calling me. I'm like, this is crazy. So that's how we basically found out. You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy. So after that, after everything was said and done, we get a call. To the, first of all, we hear that everybody on Ruthless get dropped. Everybody was
including y'all.
No.
Okay.
No, we the only ones.
Okay. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that we know of. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we heard they drop everybody but us.
Okay.
And we get this meeting called in. We go to the office, and it's Tamika, it's that attorney Ron Sweeney, and I can just remember the meeting really not going that good because it was real tense. Nobody knew who Tamika was. We was real young, biased,
Mm-hmm.
like, where's E?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, type of thing. And it was like, it was just,
Y'all had never come into contact with Tamika. Y'all didn't know who
I
she
mean,
was.
we had Easy had took us to his house one time. We had for like a little cookout,
Okay.
and we had met her then. But that's the
Okay.
only time we had saw.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was Jerry Heller in that?
Man, we don't. I don't know what Jerry was like.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying. So I
Okay.
don't know like where what I'm saying, where they were and none of that.
So y'all elected to stay with Ruthless, but is that where y'all dissension with Ruthless started after E, where you kind of issues with Tamika started?
I mean, we elected to stay. I mean, we ain't had no
You
choice.
had no choice. Yeah.
They wasn't letting us go.
Yeah.
But honestly, we was, you got to think about like where we was coming from. We had just got on
Mm-hmm.
with our mentor,
Right.
with one of our hip hop mentors, wasn't even with him for a full year,
Mm-hmm.
and he dies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we like, oh man, we done made it and fell off that quick.
Damn.
And we
Yeah.
like, damn, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But like, so when they called us in, was like, yeah, we want to keep y'all, put the album out, da, 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 get y'all such and such. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's when the
Yeah.
money start. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know
Uh,
what I'm saying? They want, you know what I'm saying? They start giving us money, and it
yeah.
was the deals were sweet. You know what I'm saying? And like we was like, okay, we're gonna try to make it work. Represent for Easy E. We're gonna be the
Right.
ones representing Ruthless. You know what I'm saying? And it's and just rocking. But as time went on, relationship
Yes.
just got rocky. You know what
Where
I'm saying?
where do you think it took a turn with Tamika and Ruthless? Where did it start taking that turn where it wasn't right? Where
Man,
y'all felt or you felt? Let me let you speak for yourself. Where you felt it wasn't right.
man, I think it was on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Us being young at the time, biased,
Mm-hmm.
like who was this bro? You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell
Yeah.
us what to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
y'all just wasn't respecting her
Mhm.
in that position.
No, I mean, now, now, man, because you got like somebody you never met before coming
Yeah.
in, like,
Mhm.
okay, this what's going on. Da, da, da. We like,
Okay.
but then after a while, you know what I'm saying? Like we was working,
Mm-hmm.
everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
like when you dealing with so many different personalities
Personalities.
and
Yeah.
this person, that, and that, you know what I'm saying? It's
So
just,
let me ask you this. Do you think that because I know up until this point, y'all brothers and there's no business, right? Y'all just
mm,
niggas trying to get on and trying to survive. But
mm,
now you're professional artists, and now you have contracts, you have expectations, you have all obligations, all these things. But like you said, you got 5 different personalities thinking different things, wanting to do different things.
mm.
Is this kind of where maybe some cracks started to form in the group in terms of we get the brotherhood, but now business wise is Bone Thugs and Harmony? Is that where some of the cracks you think started?
Yeah, the business for
The
sure.
business, yeah.
Yeah, because the music and all that stuff, like we never had. I mean, as far as like creative ideas and
Hmm.
stuff, like what we gonna do in the studio and how we gonna sound, and we never had a problem
Right.
with that. We always in unison with that,
Hmm.
feed off each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as like the business and which, you know what I'm saying, that's always gonna be a problem when you got
Hmm.
5 dudes in the group. Somebody ain't gonna want to do something.
Hmm.
You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So it's like, and that's when you run it. That's the what you get for being when you're in a group. Like
For sure.
you come into these situations, and it's all about how you deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
So B was the first, I think, to launch the missile and really just kind of be like, I ain't feeling none of this shit. Cause that's what he did when he put out Heaven's Movie and he did with the Thugs Cry. That was pretty much him taking aim at Ruthless
Mm-hmm.
and Tamika. What was your feelings with that? Was you on the same page with him, or was you kind of like, you kind of tripping?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like it was hard at the time for me to understand anything that Busy was talking about because it was like you was barely around, so I
Mm-hmm.
didn't understand none of your gripes. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like you would come here when it would benefit, but then you'd be gone. So I didn't really understand like none of his gripes, and like we didn't really feed into it like that
Mm-hmm.
to even like. So I didn't look at it like it was all that serious. Like I didn't even look at that album like it was really, you know what I'm saying, geared towards them. he probably was saying some stuff like that was definitely towards them, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I never really got involved with that, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I even said some slick stuff and you know what I'm saying, like about him and mine too, you know what I'm saying? Like so
Yeah.
I didn't really like pay attention or get mad if he, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I wasn't tripping about it at all.
So with all that going on, with Bone being tied up with Ruthless, and things are happening, is that what made y'all go ahead and move forward with forming Mo Thug and say, fuck it, we gonna get our own movement, we gonna have our own artists, we gonna break our own shit, we gonna run our own business?
I'm holding court, it's standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? Karma's on the way. What goes around comes around, karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now, you gotta pay.